dye my hair, and one of the reasons that I hadn't was because film and stuff, like getting, you just have a type, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't want my type to change. But then I was like, oh, I'm doing motion capture and voiceover now. No one gives a crap what I look like.
Exactly.
So then it became purple.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you
How's your
doing?
day?
Yeah, I'm good. It's a bit late over here, but otherwise I'm fine.
Oh my gosh. How late is it?
3 a.m. So,
You're doing this 3 in the morning.
yeah. But I mean, I prefer staying overnight, so it's fine.
Oh my god. Then so I just really can't suck. Is what
It's fine.
No, it's not. If I had known, I'm sorry. I didn't
No.
know that you were.
Not at all, not at all.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Recording.
thanks for meeting with me at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, no, thanks for having time. I mean, I'm a bit starstruck, I'll have to admit. It's, with Life is Strange being, meaning so much to me. And, before the summer, so it's, yeah.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be of help. For sure.
Yeah.
So, like, especially for someone who loves Life is Strange so much. I think that's...
Yeah.
We connect on that.
Yeah. I mean, I know that my friends are going to be really, what do you call it? Annoyed that they weren't able to talk to you as well. I have several who are like, ooh, are you going to be able to talk to her? That's going to be amazing. It's like...
Jokes on all of you. I'm just going to sit here and eat ice cream and then talk about myself. So
yeah, but ice cream is amazing, so that's fine.
It is. This is
Oh.
This is pretty good. Do you have...
We have Avengers. Yeah.
Am I so stupid? Am I very stupid? I'm so sorry.
No, I mean, it appeared like 2 years ago in Norway, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's relatively
so
new.
it's really new.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not that dumb.
No.
But,
I don't know.
I just found, like, a peanut butter cup that was, like, this big in the ice cream.
Nice.
You want to talk about starstruck? I'm starstruck.
Yeah.
That peanut butter cup. But
yeah, how are you doing today?
What are you going to talk about?
Yeah, how are you doing today, by the way?
It was an ice cream day.
Yeah.
It was rough. But it is okay.
Yeah, ice cream helps. I mean...
So ultimately, I have no complaints. It was just really long. It was a long day.
Yeah. Lot of stuff to do. So.
It's okay. It's all good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I mean, I've made some questions because it's... I mean, I'll be honest, it's one of the first interviews I'm ever doing, so...
cool.
Probably very... a lot of amateur questions, but it's worth the shot, right?
No, we're just gonna talk. It's gonna be fine. It's not like...
It's not like
anticipating questions.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not gonna criticize you based off of what we talk about. Yeah. That's not how that works.
Hopefully not.
No. Nowhere.
Yeah, could you tell a bit about how you got into voice acting? Has it all been something you've been into, or?
Chloe was my first voiceover role, which was terrifying. I remember waiting after I got cast. So first I was her motion capture artist first.
Yeah.
And none of us knew that I would end up being her voiceover artist. But then auditions rolled around because of, certain circumstances in place, and then I submitted myself, and out of a blind casting call got picked. And it was wild. So I just remember being told the news and then like being really excited and then being really scared, like terrified, because I know how big of a deal Chloe is.
Yeah.
You know how big.
Exactly. So
taking on that role was like, yeah, especially when it was my first time ever in a booth. I was completely incapacitated, really. But yeah, that's how I got into it, I guess, is Chloe.
Yeah, that's a good reason. It is. Yeah, had you played Life is Strange before you with Chloe, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In order to, because oh my goodness. See, I suck at talking. It's fine.
Yeah.
In order to do her motion capture correctly, I had to play the first game in order to analyze the movements and replicate them effectively. And also I just had to have a better understanding of who she was. So obviously, it was like research, essentially, but fun research.
Yeah, that's good.
Best research I've ever done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played it.
Yeah, that's
Love
good
it.
to hear. And when it came to playing Chloe, do you have any like favorite aspects of her, or something that you can what's the word I've been using? Oh God, can you relate to her in any way?
Oh man, like as a character?
Yeah.
It's so funny. I feel like my answer to this changes every time because every time I get asked it, I'm a different person.
Yeah.
You know, because.
But that's good. That means it's a unique answer every time. So.
Yeah. Time goes on, we learn, we grow. There are so many parts of Chloe that sing to me and sing to my soul. You know, but I think the biggest one, the biggest touch point that I had with her, because okay, now I'm backtracking and I'm going to tell a story.
Yeah, so that's perfect.
This is going to be kind of jumbly. But the way that the casting process worked is essentially they gave us sides. I remember submitting just my headshot and resume. It was just like this little blurb that said, looking for people that are interested in working on a video game. If you sound like and are shaped like a teenage girl, submit here. And I was like, okay, you know, that's weird.
Yeah.
But fine. And then I get an email back with sides that said, just pick a character and then run with it and then submit your tape. And the scene that was given to us would later become it wasn't the junkyard scene verbatim, but it was the junkyard scene in development.
Yeah, right.
And it would later become that scene, which we know and they were not the same in the end, not even remotely. But at the time, Rachel's part was very emotional, was very feely, was very sad and goopy, and was usually stuff that I was used to reading for. But what would end up being Chloe's role had this grit and anger to it that just the undertones and the complexity of the line work, even if it wasn't so overtly emotional, that's what drew me in. And so I chose to audition for Chloe, not knowing it was Chloe, which I think says a lot, personally. So I think just the fact that she's so guarded says so much about who she is as a person, you know, because people that are that guarded, it's just so obvious that they're hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an oxymoron. It's incredible. How quick she is, her wit, her sense of humor, her sarcasm, the depth to which she's afraid to go to figure out herself. Just the way that she copes with things in general, I really connect with. And also too, her lines in this game were so fun. They were so much fun to play and to do, and she has so much depth and so many layers, and I was just so drawn to that. So I guess, yeah, if I had to sum it up, the things that I relate to most with her are like the emotional bits about being almost contradictory and trying to protect yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not fooling anyone, kiddo. Yeah. You got a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about the game, you know, as you mentioned, you did the motion capture. Can you tell me a little bit about that process? Like, what's it like? For me, who doesn't know anything, like the basics.
There is nothing like motion capture. That is wild. So it's a really weird job. It's essentially playing pretend all the time. Like they'll tell you, like Webb would tell me, all right, so this is where the door is, and this is where the wall is. You cannot walk through the wall, like, which is like, okay, that doesn't seem like a huge feat. But when you put in the context of a scene and you're like screaming and crying, and you're like, okay, no, I'm like, I need to go through here. Excuse me, shut up. That was my phone.
Yeah, no worries.
I need to go through here. I need to slam the invisible door. I need to walk through the invisible hallway. I need to pick up the invisible bat. I need to like.
Yeah.
It's all very imaginative, and you have to reorient yourself with every take, because oftentimes it's like, okay, the same room will later become a dining room, and then it'll become the driveway, then it's the junkyard, and then it's, so, and they can't put things, oftentimes they can't put full props around you because it'll block the cameras from picking up your markers.
Right, yeah.
So things like doors are made out of PVC pipe, cars are made out of like tables. Like the train was a table.
Yeah,
So,
I see.
It's really weird because your sensory acting has to be totally clued in.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing like that you can really feed off of here. So it has to be all in you to begin with.
Yeah.
Which makes it a very special experience. Did that answer your question? Did I just ramble?
No, that was perfect. You played in the short movie True Beauty, I think it was called. Yeah. How was that? Like, how's that different to voice acting or motion capture?
Oh my goodness. You know what? It's funny. I get a lot of that type of question in interviews, the ones where it's like, what's the difference between motion capture, voice acting, and film and theater?
Yeah.
And looking back on my old answers, because I was like, well, I would argue acting is acting.
Yeah.
And now I want to go back and say that, like, yeah, inherently, the bases of all acting is the same. It all comes down to what the character wants. But past that, it's just wildly different, just totally different forms and techniques and ways to tackle it. In voice acting, I personally can't act without moving my face.
Yeah, right.
And stuff like I have to be able to do this and like do like and think and feel and yada yada yada. Like all of the emotions have to come through me. But I've sat in on a few booth sessions with some very, very, very popular voiceover artists, and their faces don't move because they're focusing all of their energy into their vocal work.
Yeah.
And it's both of those are, I think both work. It's just the process of the actor. I need to move and stuff because I'm a theater kid, born and raised, but like people that start in voice acting and like are successful in it, I've seen both. I've seen like people that are emotional and like outwardly expressive, and I've seen just a very channeled, very focused mode toward, vocal acting and vocal work. It's all about the process.
Yeah.
So the way that you get there, how much time you have to get there, how much money you have to get there. Film is different from motion capture in that I have physical things to interact with that are literally those things.
Yeah, exactly.
A table's a table.
Yeah.
But I guess all it comes down to is really connecting. And what do I want? What do I need? Things like that. So I just circled back and said acting is acting. But, man, are they different. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just it's multi-layered.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it sounds like it's kind of like learning languages. They're all basically the same, but it's really different at the same time. Like, the letters are all the same, but it makes up.
Right. Yeah, I never would have thought of it like that. That's that's exactly it. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yay me.
Yeah.
But yeah, a bit back to like um your Twitter, and one tweet that I really liked was on the International Women's Day, where you tweeted out, I can't remember it exactly, but it was something about Happy International Women's Day to all my fellow sisters or something, regardless of whether you were born with lady bits or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, first of all, thank you for that. That that means a lot to me personally.
Yes.
Are LGBT rights important to you? Like, why did you choose to phrase it that way? Is it like
LGBTQIA rights are
yeah,
essential to me.
yeah, that's good to hear. First of all.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. As a queer person and as somebody that just is yeah, just as a queer person, yes.
Yeah.
So important to me. I also think that it's like International Women's Day. Yeah, like I just felt that there was a tweet missing
Yeah.
that addressed everybody,
Yeah.
whether or not you were born as a woman,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
or born as something socially, like something that society goes, oh yes, we get to decide what you are, you know.
Yeah.
I think that was really missing, and that's why I phrased it that way, because just it just I remember seeing a lot of things about Pride Month
Yeah.
and excluding trans people from that, and I just thought, you know what, if you want to exclude trans people from your Pride Month, you can exclude me from your life.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be there. Because that's not what that's about.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's
so wildly stupid to me.
yeah.
Yeah, LGBTQIA plus rights are
Yeah.
so important to me.
Yeah. That's good to hear. I mean, it's obviously it's important to me too, and it's like we actually made a list of like LGBTQIA plus games with our website. Yeah, the world is old fashioned, basically, is what I learned.
So they hate it because it's gay and not
Yeah,
because
it's gay, and it's like trans people are not real people, and like there are only two genders, and it's like, excuse me, we don't need you here. Like,
yeah, it's so difficult now because, well, I mean, it's always been difficult, but it's so difficult because of the climate that we're in currently. We are forced to take sides.
yeah,
And I don't think it helps anybody to say, like, you disagree with me, so you need to leave. But also, if you're causing harm to my friends and you're making people feel smaller than or inferior, you should definitely reconsider taking up space where I am.
yeah, right.
Because I'm here to love, and I'm here to accept, on, like, with the caveat that you are here to do the same.
Yeah.
So I personally, I like talking to people that are a little hesitant about that stuff, because I think most of the time I like giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I just hope in my heart of hearts that, like, maybe it just takes a few sentences of explaining. Maybe you just have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it might be ignorance, like
yes.
luckily,
it might be,
it's mostly that.
Which is like, it's not our job to educate people at all.
No.
But sometimes, people don't have access to that kind of education.
Yeah. I mean.
And if you have it, use it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So complicated.
Yeah. This might be a stupid question, but what do you like when you say your career? What do you mean by that? That's just me being stupid and not knowing enough English words. But like, what's the definition of it, and what do you put in it when you say it?
I'm sorry. Can you ask the question one more time? Just because you're asking how I would define my career?
No, career. like LGBT, the Q.
Where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry.
No. It's my English is not very good, so it's perfectly loud.
How would I define being queer? I'm non-binary.
Yeah. Nice.
And because of that, it's so interesting, the study of sexuality and gender in general, because we base sexuality off of what we identify as gender-wise. So in being non-binary, I don't really have like
Yeah.
I don't have much of a label. Not that I'm averse to labels. Really more along the lines of I just don't know.
Yeah.
I just love. I
Yeah.
just got a lot of love in me.
But that's a
And
good feature indeed. So, but like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, that's a good feature to just have lots of love to give. So,
Yeah. Oh, well, I do.
yeah. But like,
That's yeah.
do you like what pronouns do you use? Pronoun.
She and they.
He and they.
Um,
Yeah.
pronouns are. It's pronouns are something that's so interesting to me because absolutely always call people by their preferred pronouns. But I'm just really used to being called she, her, hers, and for me, it was never really just. This is just for me. It was never really a defining thing.
Yeah.
It was my name that was a defining thing. I'm very, very picky about my name,
Yeah.
but um, the pronouns were always kind of like, all right. I like it when people refer to me through they,
Yeah.
but I'm just really used to she, and ultimately pronouns exist to add comfort to the situation of the user, and I'm comfortable with she, so it's just enough.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah. No, but it's important. Like you asked me, so it's
Mm-hmm.
which I
You
get
know
because
what?
it is a bit difficult to understand when it's like two names, but
I just wanted to make sure. But you say you're an amateur at this stuff, but you're the first person to ask me my pronouns.
yeah, I'm.
So in my mind, you're booking it.
Yeah,
Doing
perfect.
great.
Yeah, yes, I was able to trick you into thinking I'm a proper human being.
You got me. I'm bamboozled. You got me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I just a few more questions. If you could
yeah.
invite three people to dinner, living, dead, or fictional, who would they be?
I did not prepare for this.
No.
Living, dead, or fictional? Let me think. Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
So I could just sit
Yeah.
and listen. Yeah. First one, Stephen Hawking. Second one. I don't know why Voldemort popped into my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. It
It's
would be
the other thing
interesting.
What'd you say?
It would be really interesting. So
Yeah, but then he'd kill Stephen.
that's
So
true.
I don't want him to. So not
Yeah.
Voldemort. I kind of want, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep Stephen Hawking, but there's a little part of me that I do want to recognize that just wants to invite a bunch of villains and ask why.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that really wants, like maybe, like Voldemort and Hitler would be at the table, and I'd just be like, why?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Who hurt you? Well, let's not add compassion there, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, like that would just be interesting. But I'm gonna have a good dinner. I'm gonna take Stephen Hawking. You were probably expecting me to know what I would want.
Not really, but I wouldn't know at all. So.
Okay. Well, then while I'm thinking, you need to think of yours too,
Oh God.
because I'm gonna ask you. Ali Wong.
Yeah.
She's funny. And then oh no.
No. Okay. No.
Tig Notaro.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right. So Stephen Hawking, Tig Notaro, and Chris McCandless.
Okay.
That's a bunch.
Yeah.
Good. I'm going with them.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, wow. Looking back at that answer, I sound like a hipster.
Yeah.
It's not what I mean, but they just seem like they would be a great group.
So yeah, do you have any like fun facts about yourself?
You know what? The last time someone asked me that, so I'm doing this thing in finance that I love the mess out of, and I walk in and they were making, like, I'm doing this internship. They were making this fun fact sheet for all the interns, and I hadn't heard everybody else's answer, and I walked in, and they're like, "Rhianna, what's a fun fact about yourself?" And recently, I had been talking to my best friend about our adventures, so to speak, last year, and one of those adventures included us eating like 30 cream puffs each out of spite, because we were at the dining hall and someone said, like, you have to leave something for the rest of everybody, and we're like, but these are all you can eat and we paid, like,
Yeah.
if you didn't want us to eat them, you probably shouldn't have put them out.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, no, you can't do that. And so we put them all on our plate, and she's like, you better eat them all. And we're like, oh, we will.
Yeah.
Well, we had been talking about that the night before. So when they asked me about the fun fact, I said, I can eat 30 cream puffs in one sitting out of spite. I later get the pamphlet back of everybody's fun facts, and everybody else's fun facts were things like, I got a scholarship for winning a photography competition, or I was a model in Madrid for 2 years. And then you get down to me, and I'm like, I can eat 30 cream puffs.
But that is a proper fun fact, though. So I mean, I prefer that. It's a fun fact.
Yeah, everyone was snickering. It's fine. It's okay. It's cool. I can eat 30 cream puffs. Other fun fact, I can recite Law and Order SVU, the Introduction to Law and Order Special Victims Unit, by rote. I didn't know how to ride a bike until I was 9.
Yeah, that's...
Once gave myself a black eye by punching myself in the face.
But yeah, if there's like some of our readers who wants to work in the video game industry, as for example as a voice actor, do you have like any advice for them?
This is just for anybody that wants to work in video games, or just for voice acting? Because I don't know a lot about the developer side.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like
developer.
Yeah, for a voice actor, because I mean, obviously, if you're not a programmer, you can't answer that question.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I definitely have some advice. Here's one. The first one that comes to my head is know your worth. You are an artist. You're a collaborator. You're not some kind of vessel through which somebody else's artistic vision can be shown. You are your own contributing person, and you need to acknowledge that there are things in you that only you can provide that are worth something, worth much more than you might be willing to admit to yourself. You need to be able to establish those boundaries, because this is a collaborative thing. This isn't something that someone can just say, like, all right, so what you're going to do is completely without motivation, move over here and then maybe eat a goat. Like, that's not how that works. You need to, like, feel free to go, but why would I eat the goat?
Yeah.
Just raw? I don't think my character would eat it raw. This character has been afraid of goats. Is the goat alive? You know, this is a completely abstract hypothetical situation, but you get what I'm saying. You need to understand that as an artist, the way that our emotions and ideas and thoughts are commodified has to be kept respectfully, kindly, gently, courteously, and you are the one that needs to protect it.
Yeah,
that is my advice.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself a gamer? Like, have you played any games apart from Life is Strange?
Yeah, I suck.
Yeah.
I suck really, really bad. So I don't know if I would call myself a gamer. I am someone that knows how to use a controller.
That's a good start. So
Yeah, but I haven't gamed in a minute. Things have really hit the fan. So
yeah.
I'm just kind of in the fan going, So most of my time is spent, reading or memorizing or rehearsing, or I just haven't had the time. But from what I have played, really love Dark Souls.
Yeah.
That's just stuff that rip your shirt open, let it take a dump on your chest. You have to be okay with it. I really like that. I really like Portal. I didn't play Super Mario Brothers until the Deck Nine Christmas party, but I've been thinking about it a lot since.
Yeah.
I'm kind of too competitive for video game, which sounds stupid, but competitive to the point where like I take my deaths personally. So it's not so much of a release as it is a very stressful endeavor.
Yeah, right.
Which might be why I don't play them in my free time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can also, like, if I can ask, are you working on any projects right now that you can talk about? Like either movies or
Yeah, I I just got booked in a web series, which should be really cool. That
Yeah.
should be fun. It should be up sometime this year. Most of my stuff has been theater lately.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just at least among the things that I can talk about, it's been mostly theater.
Yeah.
And I can't really book anything for this fall actually because I'm going to study in London.
Right. Ooh, cool.
So I can't do anything here.
Yeah.
I would have done it earlier today too. I was actually doing this great thing. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. With the Athena Project, which is this organization in Denver that works to empower women in the arts. And we were doing the Girls' Right Camp, and I was an actor for this group of girls, this group of young female playwrights. And essentially, like, my job is just to be there so that they can hear their scripts read out loud. Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. Like, you just kind of, not you, but I mean, like, we as a collective, I think as a society, we really disregard the amount of talent that can be packed into young people, because it's just like, oh, you have to be seasoned.
Yeah, you have to be like 30 but have 25 years of experience. So
yes. Yeah, these young women were so profoundly talented. They just get it, you know. And they were just doing it for fun, which was offensive.
Yeah.
But it was, oh my god, it was incredible. Yeah, that's what I spent my day doing. So that's what I've been doing lately.
Yeah.
A lot of readings, mostly. Yeah. A lot of stage readings. But
yeah. But yeah, like when it comes to gaming, have you been thinking about like starting to make let's plays or live streaming? If you get back into games, or is like
I don't know who would want to watch me die 20 times in a row and then get upset and then just like this is how it would happen. I'd be playing a game, I'd die a few times, then I would pull out some snacks and then just start ranting.
Yeah.
Like that's how I know my kind of stream would go.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know how into that people would be. I do see like a lot of my actor friends doing streams like that, and it seems like it's a really worthwhile endeavor and that it's a lot of fun. But I just suck at gaming. I don't know. I don't know any other way to put it. I don't know how much value I would contribute to sucking. I've been thinking a lot recently about just in general blogging which is a weird word now. I think blogging has a lot of connotations that are
Yeah.
like, but that's essentially what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about it because I think it's just this fascinating idea to share so much of yourself, specifically in the context of your personal life, with a bunch of people that you've never met. And I think that that's something that could be really special.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that a lot. I've also been producing a lot of music that I think I might actually put somewhere. Because I've just, like, usually music has been a thing that's just like, this is just for me, and then sometimes at parties, you know?
Yeah.
But in terms of being more active online, I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
Talk
Have
to
a
you
good
later
one.
then. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.